Hey everybody, I'm Coach Brick, and I'm here to make you into a lean, mean building machine. We're going to take it step by step and put together the coolest Lego sets out there so that you will have the tools and tricks you need to build whatever crazy thing you can imagine.
Welcome back to our Lego Ideas Dinosaur Fossils, set number 21320. Today, we're on Bag 5, Part 3. Let's get into it. Picking back up on step 55, that is page 30 in the instruction booklet, we have two little call-out boxes where we are going to build these little angled pieces. Let's see, we want two of our rounded off 1x2s, and we are going to put, okay, these are kind of unusual pieces. Two of the pieces are, it looks like a 1x2 with a cheese wedge on the top over one of the studs, and then we also have two of these little curved angled wing kind of things. Okay, it's kind of like a curved slope, but it's got a corner cut off. And what's going to happen is you're going to make sure that you have opposite sides of these, you know, and you're going to put that lower step, or upper step, I guess, onto one side of that rounded off 1x2, and then you're going to put this cheese wedge piece on top so that they're hanging down off of it like that. Okay? And do the same with the other side, but mirrored. And then these are going to go right here on top of this. And make sure that you have them so that the part with the cheese wedge and the stud is going to line up with the two studs on that light gray hinge piece. Okay? So the cheese wedges are sliding down this end where we have this rounded off piece with the hole. And we'll go to step 56. Now we need this little half pyramid. This little white half pyramid is going to go on top of this piece here. We've had this before where it has these rounded slopes joined by a 1x2. That's going to go on top of here, but the half pyramid is going to slide down off the back of these slopes, so facing the opposite end of those slopes. And this is going to go on to these four studs right here, so that these longer rounded slopes are going in towards the center of the build, and then it's lining up with these cheese wedge shapes here. Then in 57 we have a call out box. We are going to grab this little, it's like an A-shaped piece. It has a 2x2 plate pattern here with these little angled wing things extending out. We're going to grab two of these white hinge block bases. So the hinge block base and the top of these hinges that are, it's a 2x2 plate with a hinge clip in there. They're going to clip into these hinge block base so that it can fold down, forward and down like that, okay? When you have both of those hinges put together, you know, you just line up the little holes on the end, push it straight down, clips into place. Those are going to go side to side. We're only going to connect one stud on each of these right there, so that they're kind of hanging out into the middle of this A-frame piece. And we're going to angle these down a little bit, and then on to the ends of these hinged plates we are going to get these home plate pieces, and the point of the home plates are going to point off to where these two studs are, okay? Like that. And then this is going to go on here. You'll see this this rounded off 1x2 is going to fit into those two anti-studs that are hanging off with those hinge blocks, okay? Just gonna go right onto here like that. So that the points of these home plates are pointing down now. And we'll go to step 58. So let's flip this over and let's grab, we need 4 of our single square studs that have the side-facing stud. And with 4 of those guys, we can put those on the end here, underneath where those home plate pieces are, okay? They're gonna go right here, 2 on each side, like that, right next to each other. And then let's go to 59. There's a little call-out box. We need to make 2 of these, and basically all it is rounded off 1 by 2 on top of one of these stepped curb slopes that has a 2 by 2 footprint. Okay, we're gonna put the rounded off piece underneath there in that step, and then they're gonna go onto these side-facing studs. There's 3 side-facing studs, and they're gonna go on here so that the thicker end is on the top. Okay, so it's sliding down to the bottom, like that. And then we'll go to step 60. In step 60, we want to get one of these 2 by 2 plates with the stud clip on it. We want to go to 61, where we're going to take 2 of these inverted curved step slopes that are a 1 by 2 stud footprint. We're going to put them underneath here, like that. Now we have a 2 by 3 footprint. And then in 62, we want to grab one of these blue X-bar clip combos and clip it into that clip hole. And in 63, there's a light gray. It has an X-bar socket with a single prong for a hinge. Clip that onto the blue clip and go to 64. In 64, we have 2 of these 1 by 2 plates that have the 2-pronged hinge. One's going to go on top of the other with the prongs sticking out opposite ends, and the lower plate is going to clip onto that light gray piece. Now, in 65, there's a call-out box. Set this aside for a second, and let's grab we're going to grab this inverted 1 by 2 stepped curve slope, and then also this other longer inverted 1 by 4 curved step slope, and they are going to lock together like this. And then on top of here we need one of these 1 by 2s where one of the studs is replaced by a single prong hinge connector. That's going to go on here so that the, it kind of looks like a foot, so that the toe is facing these 2 studs on the longer rounded part. And then this is going to clip into this other part that we just made, so that if you fold it down, these studs are all facing more or less the same direction. Okay? And then that is going to clip on in step 66 to the underneath side here. We're going to put this in between these 2 rounded off pieces. Going to hinge that up and clip it onto here, so the end of these curved slopes is stopping where this 2 by 6 tan piece ends. And this is going to kind of go at an angle like that, and then this kind of goes like that. I don't know if this is like a breastbone or what that is, but kind of like this keel. And then in 67, we'll go to, let's see, the call-out box says we need another one of our double-pronged 1 by 2s we want to get a tan single rounded stud or dot, bead, whatever you want to call it. And then we have this curved slope, stepped curved slope that has a 1x4 pattern, and we're going to put that across there so that it's flush across the bottom. And then this is going to clip on. If you look at this end here that has, in here there's this tan prong right there. This is going to clip onto that, like that, so that the rounded smooth side is facing up and it's going to angle down like that. Okay. And then we'll go to 68, where we're going to make these little fender guys. Let's see. We need, so there's this piece, it's got this little fender flare thing, and then all these steps on each side. And what's going to happen is we're going to get two of these little wing bits. Make sure they're opposite facing sides, and we're going to put them so that they are on the very bottom step, that, and they are wedging down towards that flare. And then this one is going to get one of these single stud blocks that has a hole in it, and we're going to put it on the end here so that, okay, so if the flare part is upwards, it's going to be on your left. Okay, and then take one of these black clips and put it in that hole, and this is going on this side like this into this clip hole up here. Okay, put that under there, and then we're going to flip this around and make one for the opposite side here. Okay, so you're making the same thing, it's just mirrored, which only means that when you put that single stud block on, you're going to put it on to the right side instead of the left. Okay, like that. And then the clip, and it's going to go into that clip hole. Okay, and kind of rotate it down so it's following this kind of curve inside here, and go to you know what, actually step 70 is a good place to stop. So next time we'll come back with part 4 of bag 5. Thanks for joining us, guys. Please give us a like and subscribe if you're feeling generous, and we'll see you next time.